What is happening, Magnus sites? I get sent a ton of things all the time, and sometimes it's hard for me to kind of, get through it all and figure out, what videos to make and stuff like that. And one name I keep seeing, like, in the comments from time to time, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what is going on and what did Kyrie Irving do? What did he do? So, I'm going to check a couple of things out, and I will give you my opinion, excuse me, on the whole situation, I guess, of whatever it is that's going on. Few people keep asking, what do you think about the Kyrie Irving thing? And I keep saying it, but forgetting to, look it up and do a video on it. So, let's check this out right now. This is a clip from Good Morning America 2 weeks ago.
You may have been seeing a lot of headlines having to do with one of the best basketball players in the world, Kyrie Irving, that has nothing to do with basketball. We're about to get into that now. And I want you to look at this first. The Anti-Defamation League found that the number of anti-Semitic incidents hit a record high in 2021, a 34% increase from the previous year.
And yes, now one of the biggest names in sports facing backlash for spreading anti-Semitism, NBA star Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets shared a link last week on social media to a 2018 film that's been described as anti-Semitic, leading to a heated exchange with ESPN's Nick Friedel during Saturday's post-game press conference. And joining us is ESPN reporter Nick Friedel himself and ABC News contributor and Los Angeles Times columnist LZ Granderson. Thank you both for being with us.
All right, LZ, let's start with you here. For people who aren't familiar, don't want to tell them to go out and find this film and watch it or anything else, talk about exactly what he did. He tweeted a link. He didn't say anything, but he tweeted a link to this film that shows and says what?
That is basically anti-Semitic. Like Nick and I were talking, offline, but we're so sick of talking about Kyrie from last season, right? Dealing with the vaccinations and his logic. And again, here we are again, him trying to apply Kyrie logic to something that is pretty straightforward. It is an anti-Semitic film. There is no nuance, in my opinion. I don't understand why he felt the need to tweet it out. I think he is showing some awareness that he knew it would be sort of controversial because he didn't say anything, right? He didn't say great film. He just put it out there and expected his followers to take a look and perhaps pick up what he was putting down. But Kyrie is, in my opinion, Nick, getting to the point in which the Nets as well as the NBA are going to have to start thinking about some serious discipline because he's using his platform not just to push conversations that are obscure, like the earth is flat, which he did not too long ago, but conversations that are dangerous. And as you saw with the graphic, we cannot afford that.
Yeah, and Nick, after the Nets game on Saturday, you pressed Kyrie about his tweet, also about an Alex Jones clip he had previously put out there. So let's take a look at the exchange.
To follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front of the
putting it out there, people are going to say that you are
I put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
It's not
you put things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is not.
So let's move on.
What did you
Well, that's true. Just because you share it doesn't mean you're promoting it.
Kyrie-like. Having been around him now and covered him for a year, he doesn't want to say anything that he doesn't fully believe on. And when he gets pushed, he wants to make sure that he is in control. And it was so clear, guys. All he had to say was, I don't have any anti-Semitic views. That was what the Nets wanted to hear. That is certainly what the NBA wanted to hear. And it didn't happen. And it has become such a bigger controversy than it had to be. And it reminded me so much, LZ, of all those times last season where he and I would have back and forth about the vaccination conversation because he didn't get vaccinated. He wasn't able to play in New York City for most of the season. And always inside that organization, they would listen to those press conferences. Last year, people would listen to those press conferences the other night, and they would stand there and they would just shake their heads because he always makes things more difficult than they have to be.
This is about Kyrie. We're talking about Kyrie again. I know you're all exhausted. And this is, again, this dude is one of the best ball players on the planet, period. All right? But we're tired of talking about this, and I know the NBA is as well, but how bad did they mess this up?
The stunning part to me, guys, is the Nets in their first statement didn't mention Kyrie's name. The NBA in their first statement didn't mention Kyrie's name. The Players Association didn't mention Kyrie's name.
Why is that?
Because everybody is afraid to upset Kyrie because they're not sure how things are going to unfold after that. And Sean Marks, the Nets GM, the other night said, in as many words, we don't trust him in front of the microphone right now. We don't want to put him out there because we're not sure what he's going to say. But moving forward, if he now doesn't, the next time he speaks publicly, come out and say what the Nets want to hear and what the league wants to hear, I think there is a chance that everybody involved kind of says, as fantastic as he is as a basketball player, the off-the-court drama that surrounds him all the time may not be worth it.
And again, I just want to make sure we're clear. We're not saying we don't want you to say things people don't agree with.
Exactly.
And we're not saying we don't want you to express how you feel. But you need to take some accountability too. If you're promoting anti-Semitism, don't get into a tit for tat with the reporter who calls you out on it and make it sound as if you're being attacked. That's irresponsible and juvenile to me.
LZ, Nick, thank you. And we do want to mention that the Nets, Kyrie Irving, and the Anti-Defamation League have issued a new joint statement announcing the Nets and Kyrie Irving will each make a $500,000 donation towards eradicating hate. Kyrie also wrote, I am aware of the negative impact of my post towards the Jewish community, and I take responsibility. I do not believe everything said in the documentary was true or reflects my morals and principles.
Well, hey there,
Okay, so apparently he shared a link to a documentary that they're saying is anti-Semitic. And I would like to say that there is a difference between when you share something on Twitter, it doesn't mean you're promoting it. It could mean you're promoting it, but it doesn't. Like the other day with the whole that racist teacher. I shared that link on my Twitter. Was I promoting it? No. You can see that I'm like, I hope that this is fake. I hope that this is not real. So he may have posted it as a thought-provoking piece. Like, check this out. This is thought-provoking. But I don't know. I'm not him. Now, here is also the press conference here. And it says, Kyrie Irving addresses backlash to his recent social media posts. You know what's crazy, man? I think I just grew up so... I never had any, racial biases, I never felt that I did. And one of my best friends is Jewish. And I didn't know it. And I didn't know it for years until one of the guys that worked out with us at the gym was talking to me about a little gym scandal my boy had gotten into between another guy and a chick. It was a triangle, And he was like, yeah, man, he came up in here, and I thought he was pretty good for a Jewish dude. And I'm like, what the hell did that mean? You mean pretty cool for a Jewish dude? Were Jewish people not cool? I'm like, there's good and bad people in every culture and race. Like, what? And I remember I kind of took that and I stored that, And I asked him about it later. And he was like, yeah. He said, I'm half Jewish. And I think he said his dad is, or his mom. I can't remember which one was, mom or dad. But, every once in a while I would hear people say stuff, that was quote-unquote anti-Semitic. And I personally just never understood it. But let me check this out, because I need more info on this. And more importantly, I need to check the documentary out now to understand what people are saying. Sit there and look with a objective eye and see what this documentary is talking about. I think I saw the name of it from I don't know. No, it's something to Negro or Jewish. I can't remember. But I know that if it has anything to do about black people being the original Jews or not, or stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to just check that out because I've looked into that and other things, you know, that I've found out about. And I don't know, but let me check this out too.
And it's a title given to Christ, Philippians 2:11, and my name translates in the Hebrew language as Yahweh. So I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what? Let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh. That came up. Went out and shared it on my platform.
Okay.
That was my night. In terms of the backlash, or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is, what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me, I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim. And you
is that why they're saying it's anti-Semitism?
I'm not here to be divisive.
Because they're saying African people are the original?
I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people. But I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said, or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
Hopefully I'm understanding what you said, and I want to make sure I get it right because I don't want to misquote any part of it.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlative at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question so we can move on from this and I can talk about the game and go home to my son Elohim and my wife Marlene, okay?
Am I to take it that this was that what you shared was not something that you've even watched? This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot. Read a whole bunch. Good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? And I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so we're in
2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not?
What's he saying?
I don't hear uproar of that. I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion or what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay.
There it is. I see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post, and it's funny, and it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
That's how it is.
To follow up on the promotion of the movie
Trying
and
to
the
grab
book,
anything.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting.
That doesn't mean you're promoting.
Do you see me doing? Do you see me
By
in front of
putting it out there,
the
people
town?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, put it out
promoting.
there, just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my stuff
Great.
is
So
not
let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can
what.
post whatever I want. So
You
say
post
that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to
post-
understand anything from you.
It's
Nothing.
not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making
did,
up, bro. Move on.
but by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question.
anybody
Do
is
you
going
guys
to
have
look
any more
at
questions
it and
for
they're
me?
going to
No,
say,
no.
You guys have any more
People
questions?
will lie.
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie, basketball related.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? People try to find anything. I've been online long enough. People try to find anything they can and post out of context clips and try to, you know what I mean, make you look bad. It happens all the time to all celebrities, politicians, anybody that's in the public eye, big and small, it happens to. And I would have to see the movie. I found it here on Amazon. I found it. It says From Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. So I would have to take a look at this and see what it is. It's 4.5 stars out of 1,870 reviews. I would have to see what it's talking about. You know what I mean? I would have to review it on my own and see what it's talking about. You know, documentaries are what they are. They, you know, and some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them, you know, they all have a point that they're trying to talk about, or even a narrative that they may be trying to push. So there may be some good stuff, bad stuff, there may be some truth, there may be some lies in this. I don't know. I have to see it. So I can't really make a full thing of this, but to post it like, yo, take a look at this. Like, he could have been posting it like, here, take a look at this. What do you guys think? And then people would, you know, he may have been posting it as promotion, which I don't think he was, because he just said he wasn't. But he may have just been posting it randomly. Say he looked up his name, he saw that, and then he posted it. Like, he may have saw the title like, all right, maybe the other people want to see this, and I'm going to take a look at it too. That type of thing, you know? So, I don't know him. He seems pretty genuine. He doesn't seem like a hateful guy. So, I just need to take a look at this and tell y'all, you know, and I'll tell y'all what I thought of the documentary. So I had to find out what everything was going on with Kyrie Irving, because I kept seeing the name and I kept seeing people write it in the comment section, and it was something I've been meaning to get to, and now I know. So thank you for sending it to me. I had a chance to check this out, and I'll let y'all know. All right, 10 million subscribers.